but it does have its strength, particularly with the front.
Well, hit with power, but shame about the placement. Read that pass all the way, cutting it out. Cleared away, throw in. Well, it really is a cliffhanger in terms of whether or not they'll make it through to the round of 16.
Yeah, they can't affect other results. They've just got to play as well as they can here and win the game.
Could cross it in here. Opportunity, and a goal! Just what the fans wanted to see. The ideal way to begin.
Well, as you can see, he just about gets that right. Some would say it's slightly lucky. I would say it's perfect placement.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Burnic. Amar Dedic. Oh, useful ball. Excellent block. Liam Miller. Thoughtful play. Jonathan Osorio. Monster piece of defending. Dzeko. Good ball over the top. An alert piece of defending. David. Well, good idea. Oh, it's a penalty. Just what they wanted to avoid, given the scoreline. Well, no booking on this occasion.
Yeah, a bit surprising not to see a card for that.
To extend their lead here. And there it is! Perfectly executed!
Well, here it is again, and what a good penalty it was. Into that top corner. There's nothing the goalkeeper can do about that, even though he went the right way.
So 2-0 now.
Number 10, Jonathan David.
Burnic. Might be onto something. Medvedin Demirovic. Oh, not much came of that.
Well, that was excellent defending. Just made it very difficult for them.
Alistair Johnston. Buchanan. That's excellent defending following the cross. And caught by the keeper. And a fine tackle. He has teammates around him. Well, they seem happy to weather the storm. This is a joy to watch. Well, honestly, I didn't mean to jinx them. Just wasn't a very good pass, finally. Amar Dedic. Brilliant pass. Well, winning back possession. Oh, could be an opportunity here. Fine build-up play.
They certainly know how to keep the ball, don't they?
Oh, big moment! And the keeper there to deal with it. Well, the threat could be there. Burnic. Mujakic. And teammates around him. Really good ball there. And it goes! To reduce the deficit. Still very much alive and kicking.
Well, as you can see, he just couldn't get enough on it. He'll be frustrated with that one.
So on with the match. 2-1 is the scoreline. What's going to happen next? Nice looking move, this. Mujakic. Well, let's see about the cross. And losing possession. Alphonso Davies. Kone. Now they can reorganise.
Well, that is exactly what is needed. A good old-fashioned clearance.
Well, made it look routine, but read it well. Burnic. There will be 1 minute added on at the end. Jonathan David. Excellent vision. Can he finish? And turning the ball away. Goalkeeping excellence there. So the whistle then. We're up the halfway stage in this match. Well, he's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Stuart?
Well, he had a good all-round game in that first half, and he scored a well-taken penalty. I expect we'll see him contribute even more in the second half.
And off we go again. The second half has begun. Buchanan. Alistair Johnston. It needs an accurate cross. Is this the moment? Oh, that's top-notch goalkeeping, you've got to say. Now a decent position. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. Liam Miller. Well, that's a fine-looking pass. Alistair Johnston. Great defending. Amar Dedic. Read it well.
Good reading of the game.
Alphonso Davies. Good weight on that pass. Well, not pretty, but very gritty. Excellent run in possession. Could be threatening. And a goal! Ideal for them. And now it makes the prospects of the knockout stages seem very real.
Well, let's see this again. The vision to play this through ball is superb, and the movement is good, making for a comfortable finish. It's a really great goal.
Underway again with the score at 3-1. Kyle Larin. Osorio has it. Well, they're eyeing that final pass, you just feel. And a timely intervention. Amar Dedic. Now Kolasinac. Decent looking pass. And an astute piece of defending. Attack looks promising. Could play it in. It is to be a throw-in. Oh, this looks useful. Couldn't put it away. Offside, however.
Well, he'll certainly be pleased to see the flag go up there, because that was a poor miss.
Twenty minutes remaining. Well, not long to go, and given that they're winning, they know full well they have their ticket in hand for the knockout stages.
Well, they've played well today, haven't they? It's been a tough group, but they've certainly delivered when it mattered most.
Kolasinac. And snuffing out the danger. It's looking promising. Can they do it? And it goes! A 3-goal cushion. This is astonishing stuff.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And he makes no mistake with the finish. He showed a lot of composure there.
Goals in plentiful supply. 4-1 currently. Dedic. Deserves credit for winning the ball back. Out of play it goes, and it will be a throw-in. Kone. 10 minutes to go then. Maybe dangerous here. Oh, a fine stop, and more importantly, away from danger. Bonic. Now Dzeko. Thoughtful play. And the ball with Alphonso Davies. Nice looking pass. And hit with ferocity. It was close, but not quite good enough. So a personnel change then. Amir Hadžiahmetović. And we are going to have 2 additional minutes. Mujakic. Amir Hadžiahmetović. Jonathan Osorio. Alistair Johnston. And there goes the final whistle. Canada have done it. Canada have won. Stuart, your thoughts on their performance?
Well, it was a very assured performance, wasn't it? I was particularly impressed with their play going forward. Really lively, almost cutting through at will at times. The result was never much in doubt, if I'm honest.
But it just seems in this game he's been a step ahead of his opponents in every way, Stuart.
Well, he did everything today. His energy, skill and movement was just too good for those defenders. It was a really good display.
So off and running here, the first half underway. A look at the starting 11 today.
Well, it's a fairly standard 4-4-2, which you don't see that often, but it does have its strength, particularly with the front two they've got playing today. They're both good players.
And here's how Bosnia and Herzegovina will line up.
Well, in terms of shape, it's very similar. But can they add a bit of cleverness to their play? They've certainly got the individuals who can beat opponents in the 1v1 battles. That's going to be key.
It took a nick on the way through. He's driven in the corner. Well, it wasn't a great header, in all fairness, and a goal kick it is. Well, it really is a cliffhanger in terms of whether or not they'll make it through to the round of 16.
Yeah, they can't affect other results. They've just got to play as well as they can here and win the game.
And no worries for the goalkeeper. Burnic. Oh, good-looking pass. Good patience.
They certainly know how to keep the ball, don't they?
Chance to cross. Oh, a touch too heavy there. Well, that's common sense refereeing to play advantage. Did well to win the ball back. Well, it's a decent-looking attack, this. Strong hand on that one.
Well, you have to think they're going to take the lead at some point, because they're really looking dangerous at the moment.
Oh, quick and slick. That's a good-looking pass. It's a perfect challenge. Well, it's a pretty low line at the moment.
I'm not sure these are the right tactics. They're going to have to defend really well in their box.
Decent position. Shot a surefire goal. Well, body on the line again, no problem. Neither side able to keep the ball. Jonathan Osorio. And the pass keeps them going. They're relying very much on their passing game in a bid to take the lead. Well, conceding the throw-in. Good challenge. Targets available. Cross comes in. Well, there's an example of how to press high up. Nadine Demirovic. Now Dzeko. Eyeing an opening. Moving the ball forward. How creative can they be? Careless in possession. Might lead to a chance. Nice looking move this. And defensive play to be applauded.
Well, they certainly got their defensive shape absolutely right there.
Jonathan David. Miller. On to Kone. Decent looking pass. Jonathan Osorio. And I think it's fair to say he really should have been able to give the keeper a test from there. Burnic. Nihad Mujakic. Kolasinac. And we saw the situation developing. Tejon Buchanan. Thoughtful play. Osorio has it. Oh, that's a clever ball. What a block! Textbook closing down, and now they're on the attack. Oh, could be an opportunity here. This for the lead. The save was a good one. Played over. No-nonsense clearance behind for the corner.
Yeah, he had to get it away, but the danger isn't over yet.
Trying to pick out a teammate. It's a neat move. That is that for the first half here. So the game is restarted, and you almost get the feeling it's a case of who's going to blink first. Oh, this looks useful. Well, far from the cross he had in mind. Goal kick it is. They will now make use of their substitutes bench. Nihad Mujakic. Amir Hadji Ahmetovic. Amar Dedic. What to like about that pass? It needs an accurate cross. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Jonathan Osorio. Well, made it look routine, but read it well.
He read it really well, didn't he?
Teammates available. Ismail Kone. Buchanan. Well, nothing for them to worry about in the end. Good defending. Hadji Ahmetovic. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. Decent idea. Kyle Larin. Alphonso Davies. It's with Larin. Sliding back into the hole. Attractive build-up. For the lead here. Foiling his opponent completely. And a strong tackle. Liam Miller. Able to create room here. And players waiting in the centre. And denying them from point-blank range. An opportunity in the air for them.
Wow, what a reflex save that was.
Dedic. Couldn't find a teammate. Throw in here. Ball back with Canada here. Alphonso Davies. Well, nearing the end, and to update you on the overall state of play, a draw wouldn't be enough to get them into the knockout stages.
Yeah, it's been a really tough group, that's for sure. They just haven't been consistent enough. And
Opportunity! And 0-0 it remains.
well, that should have put them ahead. Not quite good enough.
Kolasinac. Nihad Mujakic. Showing a good reading of the game. Jonathan Osorio. Liam Miller. Mujakic. Nihad Mujakic. Now Kolasinac. Mujakic. Eyeing an opening. But then the commentator's curse comes into play. Plenty of support here. Time running out, but they could yet win it. Miller. Pass and move. Their opponents really struggling to get a look in.
Well, they move the ball so well, don't they?
Beautiful pass. Ideal for the goalkeeper, for any keeper. Oh, got into position brilliantly. Chance for him to get in behind, maybe. Nice looking move, this. Blocking it. Able to skip past his man. What a vital intervention. And we've entered the final 5 minutes.
Well, as you can hear, the fans think that should have been a penalty, but I'm not convinced.
Good ball over the top. Alphonso Davies. And on the front foot, this is great theatre. Can they forge ahead? Yes is the answer. And that could be oh so important.
Well, as you can see, the weight of the through ball is key to this goal. And then just look at the finish. He reads the flight perfectly and absolutely smashes it beyond the goalkeeper. There's just no stopping that.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? And the referee has added on 2 minutes of stoppage time. Kolasinac. Amir Hadjiahmetovic. And the final whistle. Well, they've struck a more positive note today. But the fact of the matter is the damage was done earlier in this league phase.
Yeah, it's too little too late. Where was this passion and urgency in the earlier games? They just haven't been good enough, have they?
Well, we're picking him out for a reason. He's had a tremendous game in attack, Stuart.
Well, if anyone deserved to be the match winner, it was him. He played really well today, and what a big goal that was.
So here we go, an exciting 90 minutes in prospect. And here's the starting lineup for Canada.
Well, it's the basic 4-4-2 formation, but played well it can be really effective. And key to its success are the wide midfield players. They have to be fit, they need to be able to run with the ball, and they need to double up with their fullbacks. It's a really tough role for them.
And here's how Bosnia and Herzegovina will line up.
Well, it's a fairly standard 4-4-2, which you don't see that often, but it does have its strength, particularly with the front two they've got playing today. They're both good players.
Mujakic. Well, a glance at the table confirms that the home side are not really in the position they would ideally want to be in. It's pretty critical, Stuart, if they have designs on progressing.
Well, it's not a great place to be in, is it? All they can do is win this one and hope things go their way in the other game.
Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Burnic. Crossing possibilities. Oh, I thought they were onto something there.
Well, they've defended that really well. They look very organised there.
David. Released it nicely. Is it going to be? That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. Alphonso Davies. On to Kone. Johnston. Danger building. And a throw-in. Well, found wanting in the throw-in department there. Well, we can see what they're attempting, but it's just not coming off.
Yeah, I've been really disappointed with some of the passing here.
And a solid piece of goalkeeping. Trying to deliver it accurately. Read it well, cleared it well. Mujakic. Nihad Mujakic. Kolasinac. Burnic. And the challenge halts them in their tracks. David. Well, that's a fine-looking pass. No panic, just passing. Can he give them the lead? Nihad Mujakic. You can almost see their opponents racking their brains. How do we stop this?
Well, when they pass it like this, they're not easy to play against, that's for sure.
Dedic. Nicely constructed. Now a decent position. And the keeper making sure there were no scraps for them to feed on. Ismail Kone. And the ball with Alphonso Davies. Miller. Kyle Larin. Can they make this count? And the verdict is penalty. Can he make it 1-0? Oh, that's hit the post!
Yeah, wanted to give the keeper no chance, but it's cost him dearly.
Sitting deep here, that's their intention.
Well, it does make them more compact, but it also allows the opposition to dominate.
Bonic. Now Dzeko. Looking for the final pass that will open things up. And options in the centre. Just cutting off the supply. Jonathan Osorio. Now with Miller. Promising attack. Buchanan. Very effective pass. And well positioned to clear. Could be troublesome. Fancies it. Wasn't going to let that one get through. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. Second half begins with room for improvement on multiple fronts. Liam Miller. Osorio has it. Miller. Ismail Kone. Oh, might be. What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick.
Well, not quite the finish I thought we'd get there. It was a really good move.
Bonic. Dedic. Demirovic. Ermedin Demirovic. Nihad Mujakic. Very alert defending to cut off the supply. Tejon Buchanan. Bonic. Dedic. Attractive build-up.
You do feel they get a chance soon, the way they're playing.
Bonic. Lovely intricate passing. And space to cross it. Oh, good idea. Easing the pressure there. could be there. Opportunity. And a goal to open the scoring. No wonder they're celebrating.
Well, just look at his movement. He knows exactly how to find space, and it's also a tidy finish. That's a nice goal.
So, on with the game. We wondered what it might take for the opening goal to be scored. We have our answer. David. Ismail Kone. Well, the timing was perfect. Ball one. Determined not to give it away.
He wasn't going to lose that one, was he?
Oh, danger here. Well, he didn't miss by all that much with the header. Just a little bit off target. They decided that now is the time to go to the bench. David. And through it goes to the keeper. Jonathan Osorio. And pressing forward. Good pass.
That pass is always on.
And whipped into the box. Well, threat averted. And a confident clearance. Ismail Kone. Patience and persistence on the passing front in the name of finding an equaliser. Decent idea. He does have pressure to deal with. He's blocked it. Well cleared away. Well, not long to go. They're still trailing, and their hopes of moving on look rather bleak.
Well, it doesn't look good, does it? They've found this group really tough at times, and today's been no different. As it stands, they won't be going through to the knockout stages.
Nihad Mujakic. Showing a great defensive instinct. The ball away. Goalkeeping excellence there. Oh, that's defending of the highest order.
What a tackle that was.
And managing the game here. Ismail Kone. Can they square this match? But quick thinking defensively. Miller. Just looking to keep their shape, it seems. On the offensive. And players waiting in the centre. When your goalkeeper comes up with a save like that late in the game, you have cause to be thankful.
Well, that could be a key moment. They have to take those sort of chances. They won't get too many more, but let's credit the goalkeeper.
And he's lost out Kolasinac. Burnic. And we will have a couple of additional minutes at the end here. Burnic. Dedic. And the final whistle. It is a sad end, officially speaking, because now they have no chance of moving on.
Yeah, no surprise really. They've been poor throughout the league phase, and today summed up why they're going out. A real lack of quality.
Well, Stuart, he really has had a lot to say for himself out on the pitch.
Yeah, good performance and a really critical goal to give them the lead. They just couldn't cope with his movement today.
And the referee's whistle indicates the beginning of this match. And here's the starting lineup for Canada.
Well, it's the basic 4-4-2 formation, but played well it can be really effective. And key to its success are the wide midfield players. They have to be fit, they need to be able to run with the ball, and they need to double up with their fullbacks. It's a really tough role for them.
A chance to whip it in. Thoughtful play. Jonathan Osorio. Will it happen for them? Osorio has it. And a goal it is! No long wait for the opener today.
Well, here's another look, and you can see what a good finish this is. He holds off the defender brilliantly and keeps his composure. That's a great goal.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Nihad Mujakic. Burnic. Mujakic. Well, they're eyeing that final pass, you just feel. Dzeko. Oh, that's a fine save. Short corner favour. Electing to cross into the centre. It's a neat move. Nihad Mujakic. Oh, that's a clever ball. Lovely ball. Still trailing, but they keep it moving.
All very good, but they need that killer pass now.
Fired against the crossbar.
Well, they're so unlucky not to be level now. It was a great effort. You just wonder if they're going to regret that.
That's a good-looking ball. Fine tackle there to prevent the chance. Ismail Kone. Teammates available. see about the cross. And getting enough on the ball to steer us away. Well, sitting deep here, almost inviting the pressure. And passing it through, and really wanted to extend their advantage.
Yeah, that could prove to be a big miss.
Miller. Alistair Johnston. Crossing opportunity. Might lead to a chance. Oh, surely! And rattling the post. Oh, bad place to lose it.
Well, had that gone in, the game was firmly in their hands. Now, though, they've got to make sure they don't let this slip.
Yes, so near indeed, but now they've got to concentrate on keeping their defensive shape. Oh, nice ball. Well, a passing sequence that's easy on the eye, but then the one that fails to hit its target. And support available. Who wants to make a challenge? Untidy in possession. Bunic. Amar Dedic. Now Dzeko. Excellent defending. Alphonso Davies. Osorio has it. That's a good-looking ball. And that'll be a Canada ball. Can he play it in? Quick counter could be on. And a classic example of how to intercept. Now look at this, they might be able to cash in here. Teammates in the middle. Not putting so much effort into winning back possession. And in a perfect position to cut it out.
Yeah, he read that brilliantly, didn't he?
Chance to play it in. And he read it well, intercepting it. And a throw in for Canada. Ismail Kone. Oh dear, up a dead end. It was promising. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. Well, he's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Stuart?
He took his goal well and was a constant threat throughout that first half. I thought he showed a lot of skill to get out of tight situations, and he had a real impact on the play.
So the second half begins. Who will steal the show? Buchanan. Johnston. Decent position. Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. And Canada will get the throw in. Nihad Mujakic. Oh, a really untidy loss of possession. And it's opening up. And the keeper getting right behind it. Well, sitting off them for now.
They've just gone into a defensive mode here.
Jonathan Osorio. And possibilities here. Fine build-up as they look to add to their advantage. Could be troublesome. Could be a chance to break. And a good-looking pass. Passed into the penalty area. Oh, an outrageously good save. Terrific goalkeeping. Ismail Kone. Osorio has it. Well, that's a fine-looking pass. Must be. Well, might be. And the keeper's technical skills there for all to see.
Well, from that close in, that's a really good save. Such good reflexes.
And he's fired over the corner. Well, it was a crowded penalty area, but the keeper's done well to hold on to that. Hadji Ahmetovic. Fine build-up play. Will he play it in? Throw-ins given. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. Kyle Larin. Derek Cornelius. Well, it can be so difficult to play against a confident passing team when you're trailing. Promising pass. Passing it accurately.
Well, they're certainly playing some good stuff here, aren't they?
And an opening! Well, he couldn't worry the keeper with that effort. Using his strength to shield the ball. Ermedin Demirovic. Promising as they look to level it. And it was a good-looking sequence, but it comes to an end. Jonathan Osorio. Alphonso Davies. Maybe dangerous here. Now with David. Jonathan Osorio. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Dzeko. Hadji Ahmetovic. Amir Hadji Ahmetovic. Mujakic. Amir Hadji Ahmetovic. Chasing this game, desperate for a leveller. And the snuffing out of the cross there. The referee spotted the little nick on the way through, so a throw-in coming up. Well, they're going to be very cross with themselves because that was a wasted opportunity.
For me, that was a chance gone begging.
David. Sliding back to collect it. Miller. Making them chase shadows. Ismail Kone. Liam Miller. This could finish it! And the keeper making sure that there were no scraps to feed on for the attackers. Nihad Mujakic. It's with Larin. Miller. Well, this could really help the cause. Struggling to get it away. Alphonso Davies. That's a good-looking ball. Could be! Oh, keeper dealt with it. And the final whistle, well, they've struck a more positive note today. But the fact of the matter is the damage was done earlier in this league phase.
Yeah, it's too little too late. Where was this passion and urgency in the earlier games? They just haven't been good enough, have they?
And in the final analysis, a really positive performance from this man, Stuart.
Well, he scored a good goal, and if I was his coach, I certainly wouldn't be worried by him missing a couple of chances. The fact is, he was a constant threat today.
So, underway here. Let's see what this game has in store for us. And here's the starting lineup for Canada.
Well, it's not fashionable, but 4-4-2 can still be a good system, both with and without the ball. Key to success today will be the wide players. They need to be the main creators.
A look at the opposition starting lineup today.
Well, they're using the same shape, so expect this to be a really tight game, which will be controlled by the team who win more of their individual battles. That's going to be the key today.
Kyle Larin. Well, it really is a cliffhanger in terms of whether or not they'll make it through to the round of 16.
Well, they just have to worry about their performance today. They certainly can't affect what goes on in the other match. Hopefully they can get the 3 points, and that might be enough to see them through.
Oh, useful ball. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Dedic. Burnic. Mujakic. Kolasinac. Nihad Mujakic. Well, it's a good-looking position. Is there a goal in the future? Decent-looking pass. Not a cross that will live long in the memory. Goal kick. And Canada have the ball again. Trying to tee it up. Oh, they were in a decent position too. Well, they seem happy to weather the storm.
They have to play higher up the pitch.
Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. Burnic. Johnston. Oh dear, up a dead end. It was promising. Nihad Mujakic. Burnic. And there to intervene. Kyle Larin. And that's where to send it. Looking for the right angle. Miller. Osorio has it. Opportunity to deliver the cross. Well, the threat could be there. Oh, could be an opportunity here. Might lead to a chance. And a goal! Now they've broken through. 1-0 here.
Well, here it is again. He's alive to the situation. He makes good contact with the ball and he keeps it down. That's a nice headed goal.
So underway again here. 1-0 the score.
Number 19, Alfonso Davies.
Kolasinac. Showing a good reading of the game. Interesting pass. Nihad Mujakic. Now Kolasinac. Burnic. Amar Dedic. Spectator ball fired to the near post. Well, the keeper wasn't fooled by it at all in actual fact. Burnic. Patience and persistence on the passing front in the name of finding an equaliser. Well, I think a classic commentator's curse just then. Couldn't make the ideal pass. Released it nicely. Very effective pass. Genuine chance. Oh, tremendous work from the keeper to avert the danger. Thoughtful play. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Dzeko. Now Kolasinac. Burnic. Kolasinac. Erdmedin Demirovic. Burnic. Dedic. And there it is, the half-time whistle. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Well, I have to say, I thought he was good. He affected the game, he made the right decisions, and he looked lively out there.
So the referee's whistle, and into the second act of the drama. Oh, useful ball. That's a good-looking pass. Can he score? And a goal! And now they're in control of the situation. Can they see this through?
Well, as the replay shows, this is all about his ability to find space in the box, which then makes the finish look so much easier. That's good play from him.
So the ball rolling again. 2-0 the score.
Number 19.
And a throw-in it's going to be. Kone. Osorio has it. Alphonso Davies. Kyle Larin. Well, they keep the ball moving. And whipped into the box. Well, the keeper had to intervene under a bit of pressure there. Burnic. Now Kolasinac. Dedic. Nihad Mujakic. Now with Miller. Can he find the right pass? Alphonso Davies. On to Kone. Well, that's splendid play. And very nicely positioned to win it back.
He read it really well, didn't he?
Well, both sides guilty of giving the ball away. Kolasinac. He's hit it with authority. Well, it wasn't quite the quality of shot that we were all anticipating. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Now what can they do from here? The defender doing his job. Jonathan Osorio. Kone. Decent position. Now with Miller. Oh, might be. And the keeper showing tremendous command. Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. And over comes the corner. Well, a bit short with the clearance. Oh, that's a fine-looking pass. Can they find a gap in the defence? And did just enough defensively.
That's how to get a block in.
20 minutes remaining. Well, not long to go, and given that they're winning, they know full well they have their ticket in hand for the knockout stages.
Well, they've played well today, haven't they? It's been a tough group, but they've certainly delivered when it mattered most.
Could be troublesome. Oh, genuine chance. There it is! The goals keep coming. No stopping them today.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And it's a very tidy finish, because there's still a lot of work to do. That's a really good goal.
Three goals without reply.
Number 17.
That's a lovely ball. Miller. Alphonso Davies. Might lead to a chance. What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick.
Yeah, they got themselves into a really good position there.
Kolasinac. Just 10 minutes remaining here. Burnic. That's a good-looking ball. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings? They haven't been at their best.
Well, it's a very simple finish in the end, but his movement was really good. He just found himself a bit of space in the box when it mattered most.
So on with the action, and 3-1 the scoreline at the moment. Derek Cornelius. Well, keeping the ball in this manner can be very effective. And nice vision. Ismail Kone. Jonathan David. Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. Oh, that's splendid play. Now with Miller. And look at this! Well, still a threat. And second time around he scores. But the keeper left to wonder what his defenders were doing.
Well, the initial save is a good one, as you can see, but unfortunately it dropped straight to an opponent. A bit unlucky, really.
Goals in plentiful supply. 4-1 currently. Well, taking into account all the stoppages, 3 minutes to be added on. Kolasinac. Dedic. And there goes the final whistle. Canada have done it. Canada have won. Stuart, your thoughts on their performance?
They were the better team all over the pitch. We saw good individual performances. We saw an attack which was always threatening, and they played really well. What a performance that was today.
Well, he put in a really thorough performance here, Stuart.
Well, he was outstanding in most facets of the game. He made good decisions, he showed great tactical understanding, and he affected the result. Brilliant performance from him.
So the first half begins. Let's see what unfolds. And here's the starting lineup for Canada.
Well, this system gives them a good defensive base. A well-drilled back four, a solid midfield with wide players tucking in, and two forwards who can press the ball. But does it provide enough fluidity going forward? I'm never sure.
And here's how Bosnia and Herzegovina will line up.
Well, they're using the same shape, so expect this to be a really tight game, which will be controlled by the team who win more of their individual battles. That's going to be the key today.
Well, a glance at the table confirms that the home side are not really in the position they would ideally want to be in. It's pretty critical, Stuart, if they have designs on progressing.
Well, it's not a great place to be in, is it? But all they can do is win this one and hope things go their way in the other game.
Burnic. Amar Dedic. And Canada regaining possession. Liam Miller. Burnic. Oh, that's a fine-looking pass. And he read it well. Ismail Kone. Oh, nice ball over the top. Well, a passing sequence that's easy on the eye.
You do feel they get a chance soon, the way they're playing.
Giving it a go. What a block! Mujakic. Back now to the goalkeeper. Dedic. Burnic. That's a good-looking pass. Amazing reflex action. I wondered if that header was going to end up being a goal.
What a save. That was on top of him in the blink of an eye. A wonderful bit of play.
And he read it well, intercepting it. And he's certainly not alone. Burnic. Oh, this looks useful. Opportunity here. Oh, blocked it. Tejon Buchanan. Now with David. Well, we can give them high marks for their passing, but can they make this pressure count? Demirovic. And there to intervene. Jonathan Osorio. Sitting deep here, that's their intention.
I'm not sure this is the right way to go. Can easily get penned in here.
Chance to cross. Good-looking move. Terrific piece of anticipation. Burnic. Committed challenge. Jonathan Osorio. Tejon Buchanan. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Kolasinac. Mujakic. Now Dzeko. Kolasinac. Kolasinac unable to hang on to it. Dedic. Mujakic. Lovely tempo here.
Yeah, they just seem to have an overload all over the pitch.
Dedic. Now Kolasinac. Burnic. And options in the centre. That was a great clearance. So the whistle then. We're up the halfway stage in this match. So away they go again. A low-key first half, I think we can call it. Nihad Mujakic. Burnic. Dedic. Can they deliver here?
For me, they're too patient at times.
Not a successful intervention, winning the ball back. Ismail Kone. Alistair Johnston. Superb block on the back of the ball from the flank. Oh, useful ball. An alert piece of defending. Can they forge ahead? Well, they would have done had it not been for the keeper.
Well, they should be ahead now. Yes, it was a good save, Derek, but he should score from there.
Jonathan Osorio. How about the cross? Eyeing an opening. Not the pass he had in mind. Kone. Might lead to a chance. Oh, to take the lead! And opting for power over placement, but not the desired result. Substitution time it is here. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. Ernedine Demirovic. Who wants to make a challenge? It was intended for Dzeko. Kone. Buchanan. On to David. Ismail Kone. That's a good-looking ball. Intelligent ball. Opportunity here. Ball played nicely. This is looking good. And it goes! The goal for 1-0, and that changes the dynamic.
Well, no keeper likes being beaten at his near post, and I'm afraid that was the case with this goal. Well, he can't control his delight, can he? It's a wonderful moment for his team.
So, on with the game. Interesting to see where it goes from here.
Jonathan David.
Mujakic. Flow in here. And possibilities inside the box. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Decent position. And the keeper collects under a bit of pressure. Demirovic. A really good pass. The cross is on. That's a good-looking ball. Looking for the final pass. That's a very fine claim under pressure. David. Buchanan. On to David. Danger building. And safely dealt with.
Well, that save just about keeps them in this, but they have to pose more of a threat at the other end.
Kyle Larin. Opportunity here. And a goal! And now they're in control of the situation. Can they see this through?
Well, let's look at this again. To pick out this pass shows wonderful vision. It's inch perfect. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Goal.
2-0 now, and back underway.
Number 10, Jonathan David.
Nicely played. Just needs to stay calm. Oh, magnificent save.
Well, he's just pulled off a great save there. What reaction from the goalkeeper that was.
Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution. Can he deliver it with accuracy? Well, I thought that might just sneak in, but terrific goalkeeping. Kolasinac. Well, not long to go, and given that they're winning, they know full well they have their ticket in hand for the knockout stages.
Well, they've played well today, haven't they? It's been a tough group, but they've certainly delivered when it mattered most.
Demirovic. Dzeko. And space to cross it. Decides to shoot. And just off the mark with that effort. Rather unfortunate.
Caught it well, but not quite on target. Good technique, though.
And the referee has added on 2 minutes of stoppage time. Liam Miller. Osorio has it. Miller. And the ball with Alphonso Davies. Kone. Jonathan Osorio. And the referee brings this contest to an end. It's a victory for Canada. And Stuart, I wonder what you've made of their overall performance.
They were dominant in most aspects of the game, particularly that midfield area, and they also looked threatening in the top third of the pitch. It's a really good result for them.
And he put in a really thorough performance here, Stuart.
Well, that was a great performance. His understanding of how to find space was brilliant today, and of course he scored 2 really good goals.